welcome back to my channel. I first off want to apologize for my super nasally, annoying voice. I'm currently under the weather and I've been under the weather for way too long and I just want it to be over already, but it's not, so we're just gonna have to deal with it and move on and just get filming. So yes, today we are doing another video in my 2020 declutter series. We are currently in the kitchen / dining room and I'm so excited to get into everything. We have a bunch of cupboards to go through, drawers to go through. I want to go through my mug collection, which is getting a little bit out of hand. So yes, if you are interested in seeing me declutter the kitchen, definitely keep on watching. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, definitely do that. I do all sorts of home lifestyle content. I love organizing, I love cleaning, I love decluttering, just living an overall organized life, including planners, which I am going to be starting to do some really fun planner content on this channel as well. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video. And without further ado, we're going to get into this kitchen declutter. Let's do it. Woo!
So like normal, we are starting off this declutter video by just tidying up the kitchen. I don't like decluttering a space when there's mess or anything like that, so we are just loading the dishwasher. I started that so that it'd be finished by the end of the video, which was really nice. And then we also cleaned the sink and also the countertops. So the first category that we are moving into is the mugs. I have quite the mug collection, as you guys can see here, and they are just very unorganized and all over the place. Mugs are one of my favorite things to collect, so I do accumulate these quite often whenever I go to HomeSense or any place like that. I love just picking up a cute mug, but you guys can see here that I'm taking all of them out of this shelving unit. I got this from IKEA. I will link it down below if you guys are interested in it. I have gotten a few questions in regards to what I have my coffee station on, and it is from IKEA. So that'll be linked down below, but these are all my mugs. Actually, not all of them because there are like 4 or 5 in the dishwasher currently. So we're just going through each and every one and making sure that I love them. I do have some criteria when it comes to my mugs. I do like them to be a little bit larger because obviously the larger the mug, the more coffee you get. And also if I just had a mug for too long, I am setting that aside as well. So in the end, I did get rid of about 7 or 8 mugs, which was great. And then I'm just setting up my little coffee station here with some black and white mugs. Originally, this was my Christmas setup, but obviously Christmas is over and we have moved on to a nice like wintry setup with some trees and all of my black and white mugs. So you guys can see here that we are kind of organizing all of my mugs by color. One row is teal, one row is pink, one row has some blue stuff, and then some black, white, and gold. And then at the bottom, I just keep a lot of like my seasonal mugs. We have all of my fall mugs that I'm putting away right now. This one with the leaves from David's Tea actually didn't end up fitting underneath, so I had to switch that out. But we have all of my fall mugs. I moved my like colorful ones over, and then we put the Christmas ones behind there. So that is the finished product for the mug collection. Moving on to the first cupboard. This one is just a small one alone on the right side of my sink. This is where we keep all of our water bottles as well as some of my travel mugs and stuff like that. So I'm just quickly bringing all of these over to the table. I figured I would empty the table so that I could go through everything in one large space instead of trying to figure it out in the cupboard or in a small space on the counters. So this was just a larger space for me to be able to go through everything. So we ended up getting rid of quite a few of like the older water bottles and some older like larger mugs and stuff that just didn't go along with all of my other mugs. But moving into the actual cupboard, I did end up having to move one of these shelves up because I really wanted to be able to keep all of my travel mugs together, and I did have a few travel mugs that were a little bit taller than the other ones, like this one with the little eyelashes. Love that one to death, and I really do need to use that more, so I'm going to keep that as a note in the back of my mind because I love that one so much. But You guys can see there that we just moved the shelf up a little tiny bit just so that all of the travel mugs fit on one shelf and I didn't have to separate them. Nothing that was on the top shelf was affected at all because they were shorter mugs and stuff like that, so ended up being perfect. And then I made sure to scrub down all of these shelves before I put anything back on. I like to declutter, but at the same time get some cleaning done so that all the shelves are nice and clean and I don't have to worry about that later. But that was the finished product for this cabinet here. I love the way this looked, and there ended up being a little bit of space left, which is great. Before we move on to the next upper cabinet, I just quickly wanted to tackle the under the sink cabinet. This one is not too bad because I feel like I did organize it pretty well the last time that we did this. Everything is pretty much the same as it was before, just all of like the bags and stuff have definitely gotten out of hand. So I just put all of those together, all of our garbage bags, and then we just kind of decluttered a few things, not too much, and it ended up looking pretty similar, just a little bit more tidy, and then I just shoved those bags down behind, but that ended up being the finished product there. Next up, like I mentioned, we are tackling two of the upper cabinets, one being plates and then the other being bowls. These two I don't normally declutter because all of the plates and all the bowls that we currently have we do use, and I just wanted to kind of tidy up the plates and the bowls a little bit, so I just kind of tidied these up and made sure the whites were on one side and the blacks were on the other. And then the bowls, honestly, we did not get rid of anything. I just kind of moved everything around and made it a little bit more organized. Quickly wanted to show you guys these two drawers. I did not do anything with them. One just has some plastic wrap and tin foil, and the other are all of Francis's utensils that I'll let him go through after. But the next cupboard that we are tackling is this one here. This is actually the one that I really wanted to go through, and what kind of sparked my wanting to do this kitchen declutter. Our Tupperware was just getting a little out of hand, and we really needed to get rid of a lot of it. So you guys can see here that we just have so many. We have a lot of the like meal prep kind of containers from Amazon. We bought those when we wanted to do some meal prep together, but we didn't really end up using those. So we just got rid of them. They weren't the best quality either. So we actually just recently bought a bunch of different size containers and stuff from Costco. So I feel like those will be able to be used for meal prep in the future. But anyways, we're moving on to Penny's stuff here, which I just quickly went through all of her treats and stuff to make sure nothing was expired. And then I went through all of her grooming supplies just to make sure that we use everything that we have there. Got rid of a few things that we didn't use, and we moved on to just behind here. We had some coasters and stuff that I got rid of. And then we moved on to putting all of the Tupperware away. So this is probably one of the most difficult things to organize, I would say. I hate trying to organize Tupperware, but this is the best I could do. Definitely let me know down below any tips you have on organizing Tupperware, but that is everything for this cupboard. Like before, I just quickly wanted to show you guys the drawers and cabinets that we didn't go through. That one had all of our spices. This one here has oven mitts and towels, and then this guy here just has some of our small appliances and cooking oils. And then here we have all of the glasses, and then on this bottom shelf we have all of our wellness stuff like teas and vitamins. But moving on to this cabinet here, this was another reason why I wanted to film this video. Our food was a disaster, so I'm quickly just taking everything out of this cupboard, doing a little bit of a KonMari method. I really like to do the KonMari method with my food, just getting it all out in front of me and tackling it all at once. So I just quickly scrubbed down a few of the shelves there, and then we got to work on looking at every single one of the expiry dates on all of this food, because having them in baskets like this is really nice to have them organized, but at the same time you do kind of forget what you have in the baskets. So I always need to go through and make sure that none of it is expired. One of my baskets is for baking stuff, so I went through that. This one is for all of our side dishes like rice and pasta. And then this last one here is our snack shelf, which does get quickly out of hand, and I do have to go through that one quite often, just because we have so many like little snacks and stuff that we forget we have. So we're just going quickly through that, and I did end up having to get rid of a few of the baking items as well as some of the snacky foods. Okay, so moving on to the second food cupboard. This one is a little bit larger and contains our cereals and breakfast food items. We have sugar and flour, rice, just all of the things in the glass canisters there, as well as our canned food and some crackers and coffee up top there. So I just quickly went through and made sure everything was organized. There was no things that were expired or anything like that. And that ended up being the final product there. Not too much work had to be done in this one. Okay, so we are now moving into the junk drawer. Everyone has this, but I would say that our junk drawer is pretty organized. This is where we keep all of our batteries and spare like furniture pad thingies and nails and screws and all of the things that you need for around the house. We have tape, we have extra plugs, lighters, just all of the things, and I would say that I'm pretty proud of how this ended up looking, and it's a very organized junk drawer, I would say. This is our utensil drawer. Again, like the junk drawer, it is pretty organized already. I just wanted to go through and get rid of a few things and just kind of reorganize it. We had a lot of chopsticks, so I ended up getting rid of quite a few of those. We do love our sushi and ramen, so we do use those quite often, but for the two of us, I feel like we didn't need like 15 pairs of chopsticks, so we're just going through those and getting rid of some of those. We have a lot of like our small little gadgets and stuff in the back, so I just reorganized those. And if you are interested in the wood organizer that we put our utensils in, that is from HomeSense, and that is the finished product. And finally, moving into the last cabinet, this is where we keep all of our pots and pans. This one was pretty organized to begin with, so again, like multiple other ones in this video, I just went through and kind of reorganized everything, made it a little bit more organized, and that is the video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you are interested in knowing where anything is from, definitely let me know down below. I'll try to link as much as I can down in the description box. But yes, that is everything, and that is the finished pots and pan cabinet.
Okay guys, so we are losing light pretty quickly. It's about 5 o'clock right now, and I've been decluttering the kitchen for the last 4 to 5 hours, so I'm so excited that we are finally finished. If you did notice throughout the video, I did show you guys like the finished product of every single cabinet and drawer, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I did skip a few of them, so you guys might have seen befores of a few things, but then not afters. There's like a utensil drawer that has a bunch of Francis's utensils that he uses, so I'm not going to go through that. He can go through that himself later. There's also like our plastic wrap, aluminum foil type drawer that we did not need to go through. I went through a few of them pretty quickly, like you guys saw, with like our plates and our bowls and stuff like that. And then just like the cabinet above the oven just has light bulbs. The cabinet above the fridge just has like protein powder of Francis's, as well as like extra vases and stuff. So anyways, we are officially finished. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, definitely do so, and also go and follow me on Instagram and all those things. Also TikTok. Your girl's getting pretty good on TikTok, and I'm just very happy with that. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you guys in the next video, which I actually think is going to be another kitchen-ish video. I want to go with thrift shopping. This was the other option when I asked on Instagram what you guys wanted to see. It was either a kitchen declutter or a like home decor thrift shop with me, and I really want to do that still, so I think we're going to do that next week. We're going to go thrift shopping and try to get a few additional things for the kitchen. I want to kind of do a little bit of a reorganization or redecorating of the kitchen and just put things in places that I find at the thrift stores, so I'm really excited for that one. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I'll see you in the next video. I already said that. Okay, bye guys. So this part of the video is going to be probably the quickest just because I see all this stuff every single day and I go through it every single day, so I know exactly what I've seen that I love and what I've seen that I don't love. So we're gonna go quickly through all of this. I'm going to